do to stay busy and get some damage off.
Просто не суетись, делай все уверенно, понял? И все будет хорошо. Все хорошо, понял?
Next week, UFC 25 Years in Short delivers the full story of UFC's history in 25 parts, one for each year of existence. This compilation of captivating short films premieres exclusively on UFC Fight Pass September 17th, with 3 new episodes dropping every week. Sign up today for a history lesson on the origin of the Octagon, Ken Shamrock assembling MMA's first team, and how the UFC belt came into existence.
So
Just
you've got
another
to think,
couple of hours for us to spend on UFC Fight Pass, Dan.
Love it. I absolutely love it. I think I'll wear Fight Pass out one day. So you've got to think how that's going to affect both of these guys. Jan is now going to be confident to push forward because he knows he's got the ground game under control if he needs it. Whereas Krylov may be more questioning of his approach. Oh, look at this! Looking for an ankle lock, but that exposes a balance mistake for a second that Jan Błachowicz capitalizes on. Beautiful work here, trying to get past the legs. Krylov trying to creep up for a triangle here. Jan's probably going to pass to that far side, if I'm not mistaken. There he goes. Smashes the leg into the chest. That's not nice, having a light heavyweight drive your knee into your face like that.
Yeah, you can just tell the weight, the way he pressures in here in side control. You can see it on the face in between rounds of Krylov. He's a little exhausted, and I think having Błachowicz on top of him in that long, he really needed to avoid that and try to get back to that kicking game and that distance game. But Jan had no part to that. He said, okay, I felt your top pressure, and I know what I can do to you, and went right back down to the ground with him.
There's no airflow, Paul, is there? And that's just indicative of that black belt level stuff.
Yeah, no space. Space is waste, and you see Błachowicz taking full advantage of that. Chest to chest, landing shots still, but not allowing Krylov to get even close to getting his guard back at this point. See, he recognizes it right away. He's trying to squeeze that knee through. He stops him, circles around to north-south.
Jan did actually look for the Americano on the far side there. So there are several different arm locks he can work from here. As you were talking about earlier, there's a Kimura position if he can isolate the head, but quite happy to circle around from one side control to the other. Just going back to your point about taking mount, Paul, this never occurred to me when I was grappling, because I always felt mount was such a strong position.
Yeah.
But what you're actually doing is you're actually putting yourself on the powerful loading point. You're actually sitting yourself on the hips of your opponent, so it's like sitting on a spring. It's actually much easier to ride the movement of a fighter when you're inside control, because you can allow them to move. And in mixed martial arts, a lot of the time we see people using ground and pound to force people to turn. Now Jan Błachowicz now is looking to take Krylov's back here.
Wow.
Both hooks in, very nice.
He's got the
Arm triangle.
He's got to pick whether he's going to circle around to the back or
that looks like
pass.
a tapping hand.
Oh,
there
wow.
it is! Submission victory for Jan Błachowicz here